Stad in Haag. Radio Stad in Haag. Iventi d'Azzurro, il Love Italo Disco.
My super dear friends of Holland and all the Italo disco fans, I'm in a car right now in Italy. Here is Robert Camaro speaking. I wish you all the best and happy party night with Marcello and all the team of Iventi d'Azzurro. Love you all. Take care.
Oh, that's so very nice. Robert, we love you too. Vi voglio molto molto bene. Hi everybody. glad that you have tuned in for another episode of Iventi d'Azzurro. It's a Monday night. It's 9 o'clock just past. And of course, you have listened to the first Italo disco made in the 80s. But tonight, we are also very, very much present in the 90s and in the zeros because we have something to tell you. Well, actually, we have something special for you, like un regalo, a gift. It's something special because for the first time ever, for me, it's un'occasione da non perdere. It's a pleasure to meet Sandy Chambers. And she is a lovely woman, and she is, well, famous for so many backings in the dance scene, but also her solo projects. We are going to ask her quite a few things, not all, because you know me, it's more like having a good chat and then, of course, inform you, and it will be in English, so it's very, very easy to follow. And then, of course, we can reveal some of the things that were secret maybe in the 90s, but now, well, you know, with the internet and all the fanatic friends, there is so much now in the open that she, I hope, is also freely talking about it to us later on. We have a schedule of, well, let's say 9:30 here PM in the European, the Central European summertime. So let's hope that she just arrived home. She just texted me, I'm just at home. So we give her just another 20 minutes to just at ease being ready for us via Skype, and let's hope that the connection will be so good that we have all the pleasure of meeting her in this episode of Iventi d'Azzurro. You're listening to Radio Stad Den Haag. Thanking Michiel, of course, for the free will just before this one. Maurizio is there behind the desk controlling everything. It's really something that is an important job, and I'm also leaning on him in several occasions with some music things that we can discuss and we want to offer you. And also tonight we have some special things because you have seen for sure the announcements regarding the undiscovered Milano 2023 album by Fred Ventura, and he was at the launch party Saturday last. And it has been at the Music Planet record shop with Alberto La Ruffa DJing, Roberto Turati, and Mauri Pirotta was there. It has been a wonderful combination of super friends, and we're going to pay attention, of course, to that album as well. Then you see behind the bar Andrea, well-known face, and the other one maybe is unknown to you, but he's quite a well-known guy behind the scenes. If you're looking carefully at him, it's Edwin. He is one of the co-writers of the Fun Fun song. Yes, he is. So you're watching a very important person, and he is from the EurodanceVibes.com. And of course, Mark is not here because he's in Antwerp, and it's a bit ridiculous to ask him. Well, of course, we can invite him, but it's a bit ridiculous to ask him going by train and then back again to Antwerp because he has to work tomorrow. But he's with us tonight, connected with this radio show, and so are many, many others. So, well, let's hope that you will understand that before we are going to talk with Sandy, we have the 80s to swim through. Then we have the announcements regarding Sandy Chambers. We are going to chat with her, we're going to play some music, and then the new song, the new single, Déjà Vu. And it's wonderful to present that one to you. And we will do so again next week because it's not officially out. You are the first to get to listen to the song sung by Sandy Chambers. Officially, it's called LA Project, featuring Sandy Chambers. But we can explain later on how it is. Then, of course, after, we pick up the 80s once again, and we are going to search the contact with Fred Ventura regarding that album, because it's a party on the radio. It's a party, and you are a special guest. You are listening and viewing, hoping what's happening here in the radio studio. I have had so much pleasure preparing this all, that I hope that I can give something of that pleasure via microphone and your speakers to you. Okay, enough said. Andy, Wake Up was the first one, especially on the turntable, because you have to wake up to be prepared and be with us and have all attention for Sandy Chambers later on. This one, you know, as a track that's well known on the Bologna record label. Via Italian Records, it came to us first. And then you also know this one by Eva, a lovely girl, because this tune with Mario Spercali is such a lovely one. And I have chosen for tonight with the Spy 71. The Quibos was the first one, but this Take Me Mr. Love is the one here at the Technology label at Radio Stad Den Haag. My name is Marcello for Iventi d'Azzurro, introducing to you a wonderful night with Italo Disco, Italo Dance, some more, and some more, and some more, and some more, and some more.
Everybody want to know the number one. We is the law, my friends.
automatically we are singing here all together with the Quibos. But nevertheless, it's a nice one. 1987 on the Technology record label by Disco Magic, Lombardoni. You know the story behind the big distribution, but also label home Milano. First via Fogazzaro, then via Fantoli, and then the via Mecenate. Okay, via Facebook, sometimes you get surprised by the things that fan friends are posting, and Mario Ledesma is one of those guys. I mentioned him also last week, but he is like, okay, I'm fond of a song, I'm fond of a vinyl, and then I present it quasi live on the turntable, giving some information about the artist and the label. And I like it because, you know, I would have done it, but I have no time to do such a thing. So I'm really leaning on guys like Mario Ledesma, and there are so many others as well. I just have to mention the Show Your Vinyl site. Oh, lovely. But listen to this one. He mentioned this one. Toby Ash, the SOS. Sandy Chambers. She's hopefully ready for getting announced and to chat with. And I'm very happy that so many of you are already in the chat and ready for some wonderful moments together. But listen to this one. Do you remember this?
To the shuffle, baby. 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 To the shuffle, baby.
It's only shuffle dance.
Honey shuffle, hey, hey. Honey shuffle, hey, hey. Honey shuffle, hey, hey. Honey shuffle.
And so many happy evenings started for so many people dancing in the discotheques, like the Marathon discotheque in our zona. But sadly, Franco Skupinic died this weekend. So in honor of him, we played this Ali Shuffle, dedicated to Muhammad Ali, as a boxing guy. But listen to this one, because it is historical and beautiful, and Italo Disco firstly.
shuffle, honey shuffle, hey, hey, honey shuffle, honey shuffle, hey, hey, honey shuffle, honey shuffle, honey shuffle, honey shuffle, hey, hey, honey shuffle, honey shuffle, hey, hey, honey shuffle, honey shuffle, hey, hey, honey shuffle, honey shuffle,
To the shuffle, baby. 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 To the shuffle, baby.
It's only shuffle dance.
From the record shop, also the Super Radio record shop in Mestre. And the vinyl has been carved FS, and then of course the code 03083. It's from 1983, from April 1983, the 29th of April. It has been mastered, and I think the FS should be Franco Skopinic, but he died now 75 years. It's too young, you know, and we are missing now another icon of the 80s. Of course, it's logical, it's natural, that's life, but nevertheless, when it's occurring, we are very sad that it's happening to one of the, well, beautiful man. And Matteo Ridicolo, he was in the shop. I'm not sure. Andrea, were you in the shop as well in Mestre? Oh, Matteo. Okay, Matteo was. Okay, well.
Break down. What am I supposed to do right now? Break down. Without her.
It's her. It's
break
her.
Down. And the memories are burning down. Break down. I'm losing you.
Written by Gatti and Romano Pais. Can you imagine? The Breakdown song with the voice of Sandy Chambers. I played this one from you, 93, the Network song of the Dance World Attack record label. It's a beautiful song, and oh my God, what a voice she has. Enjoy, Sandy Chambers. Remember this, Network and Breakdown.
In the night, when you're searching for the light, city streets are flashing in the dawn. Sun burns bright, and the desperation flies. She's been waiting longer than a life. In the day, when the morning fades away, and you have nothing more than empty hands. You're alone, and you're gazing at the phone.
without her, without Sandy, to break down.
That's right.
Hello, Sandy.
Hi, finally.
Yeah, but it's an honor to. I wrote it on the Facebook. It's really an honor to us to have you in the show. Really.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you.
Benvenuta. Welcome in the show. And well, I'm not going to have this kind of serious interview just
Good, thank God.
with the the information that we all should know or maybe already knew, but
Already know.
I would prefer to chat with you, to talk with
Sure.
you about the music history and of course especially about the present and the future, because this is going to be special. So for just a few viewers, I think there are just a few viewers who haven't heard about Sandy Chambers. Could you please give a little detailed biography of about you, of how a British girl ended up in Italy, etc., 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 etc. So go ahead.
Oh wow! Just like in a nutshell. Okay, I'm from Birmingham in England, and I've been singing all my life. And I came to Italy in the 90s and was lucky enough to meet almost immediately Roberto Zanetti, DWA.
Mm-hmm.
Started working with W, sang on We All Need Love, sang with W, Dancing with an Angel. And from that, just kind of exploded, did loads of like really, really big 90s. I mean, I'm trying to give it all in a nutshell. Loads of really, really important 90s projects and kept going on from there. Worked in the 90s, worked at the beginning of the 2000s with Benassi Bros. Did one of the first Benassi Bros songs, Illusion, and just kept going from there and haven't stopped.
Okay, but you are just now, like you said, I'm going to tell you something in a nutshell, but it's quite curious to know maybe how a girl from Birmingham just decided to go to Massa to meet Roberto Zanetti.
Okay, no, but there is a story there actually.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, there is a story. You're right. I missed out an important part. I was a student at university. I was at Lancaster University studying Italian. So that was my degree. I have a degree in Italian, and as part of my degree course, I had to do like an Erasmus, like the project where you go to the country for 1 year. So I was sent to Pisa University. Mm-hmm. Little did I know that in Tuscany there was this whole like Euro dance movement. I had no idea, and which was like the real hub of Euro dance in those years. And I was like just singing around in a couple of like piano bars and everything, and I got spotted, I guess. So and then I decided to go back to England, finish my degree, but promising everybody, I'll be back. And I came back and never left again. So that was it.
Oh, well, thank you for this kind of stories, because this is something that you can't find anywhere. And this is because,
True.
I prepared myself. Of course, I read some things of the information that could be important just to have as a background information.
Okay.
And the first one, of course, was, she started as a backing vocalist with the DWA. And then soon after, you needed to have the solo project, because the network that we just had on the turntable was very important for you to have a breakthrough, so to speak. And then there was this coincidence. Maybe it's a coincidence because, there is, for me, in my heart, you are talented. You have a wonderful, beautiful, distinctive voice. So if one important vocalist like Gianni Barsola is stepping out for a good reason, and they asked you to step in, then this is some kind of luck also. It should have happened. That's something that's very, very nice for you, for the JK, for the Corona songs that you could sing. And I think that's wonderful. Don't you agree?
I think, I was... probably I do have some talent, I presume, but I think, I was in the right place at the right time. And I mean, the 90s, it really, really was the right place for a person like me with my kind of voice and my kind of maybe attitude. It was just, in Italy, I was just in the right place. If maybe I'd come like 5 years earlier or 5 years later, maybe none of this would ever have happened. So it was really, the perfect moment for me and the perfect place for me as well. So everything just went like according to plan. And, you know,
it's lovely to say. Excuse me. It's lovely to say, of course, but trust me, you have a talented voice. You are really, you're a nice person, a lovely woman, but also you have a wonderful voice. I have found also something because, you know, for us as a fan, the DWA label was good in distribution. So that's also helping out for people to know you, to get to know you when there's the vinyl going all over the world. Because I have found also that you have also had a single with Lupo Manaro that was called Everybody's Dancing.
Oh my gosh, you've got that.
Yeah, but that was not so very keen or maybe not so easy to find for us, for example, in Holland. And then after, with the Bad Boy, the single became a hit in Canada, in Europe. Exactly. And that's World Attack again. So, you know, the label is also helping out. And, you know, Zanetti is a wonderful friend. And he's a great man.
He was at that time, you know, with ICMC and with Alexia. He was like, you know, like number one. So as I say, I'm sorry, I'm going to turn this down. Oh my God. As I say, I'm really sorry. Oh my God.
You have fans. You are so many fans. Oh, by the way, you have the greetings also from Roberto Turati. Because he's in our live chat as well at the radio because he knows that he wants to follow you and of course for the music. But big greetings from him as well.
Ciao, Robbie.
Yeah, and well, to jump in the time, I've also seen here that you have this cooperation with so many others, not only Zanetti, because he's a hero for us as well, from the 90s, but also Davide Riva, not only Roberto Turati, Alberto Carpani, God have his soul, Anneli Gordon, of course, per forza, Anneli Gordon, of course. Clara Moroni, and Larry Pinagnoli. So so many. You have the right people in your circle of music friends.
Exactly. And I think that was another thing. I've always been surrounded by like some amazing people who, you know, I've had relationships with them for such a long time, like for my whole career, basically.
Yeah.
And I used to do what we call in here, we call a turnista. So I was a session artist, basically, as well as being like, you know, an actual recording artist with my face. Sometimes I was like a big, as you know, like a session artist. So they would call you and I would go to the studio, I would learn the song right there and then, get paid for it and leave. And I did hundreds of stuff like that, loads, hundreds, really hundreds.
Yeah, we know.
Exactly. So, you know, but then there were some people that I kept going back to and then started having a relationship with those people. And that was really cool as well because that went on for like years, for a long time. I honestly didn't think that I would be sitting here talking about this now, like 30 years on.
Yeah, but
I'm still doing it.
Yeah, but it's a story that we often hear now because in the 90s and in the zeros maybe also, it was a kind of a secret that you could not tell for whom you were singing because you wouldn't destroy the live act on stage for the people who want to lip sync your voice.
Exactly.
And it's logical. It's understandable, you know. But there was one name, and honestly, I'm not saying that I know a lot, but I know some things more maybe than the usual fan. But there was one name that I didn't know you were cooperating with, Robbie Benvenuto. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You know, you're lucky though because there's so many things that I don't remember, and I'm like so embarrassed. Some people say, "You remember that? It's so amazing." I'm like, maybe, but yes, I do.
Okay.
Thank God you said the right name.
Yeah, but don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel embarrassed because it's just something that I found. So that's why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Then I have just a short moment. We have a little break. Just stay online, of course. We're going to keep on seeing you. But I'm going to play a song that is really a favorite. Mark Hoogkamer, he said to me, Marcello, could you play the Luna song for me, please? Because the You and I is a wonderful song. And I said, of course. So I dived into my archive of vinyls. I grabbed it, I put it in my bag, and it's now on the turntable to play for you. And also for Eurobeat lovers even, Luca Pernici was involved in that project. And of course, your voice, your lovely voice. And I hope that it's maybe someday going to be another new hit or a renewed hit.
Who knows?
Because it's beautiful. So I suggest we take a little break just listening to this one, and then we talk some things, and we have some new introduction because of the new single, okay?
Okay.
Let's go.
Love is a way to reach a desire in the sign of a spiritual power, living, creating a mystical science, floating down through the sorrow. Tonight I'm in love, just you and I. And I wonder, is everything true? Keep on holding me tight while we're making sweet love through the night.
Dear Sandy, this is such a pleasure to have you. Well, you are virtually on the turntable, but also we can look at you now and have a wonderful content. By the way, can you distinctly see the studio? Can you recognize the people behind the kitchen bar, or is it difficult for you to discover who's who in the studio?
I can't see anyone.
Okay, because
They'll be able to see you.
Oh, okay. Because we thought
I know.
Okay, we thought maybe you could see Edwin Horweg because you know we have some kind of like a family friendship with Annelie Gordon, Nathalie Aarts, with Melody Castellari. We know that the things going on and having meetings with the girls. We call you the girls.
Right.
We have this wonderful feeling of this is how beautiful things grow. Why people could understand that when a project is special, close to your heart, it's something extra than just what you described earlier, going into the studio like in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Doing your parts and then, okay, finito, grazie, ciao, alla prossima.
Exactly. No, it's a lot more than that.
I can imagine.
We were really lucky that we all the singers that I managed to have some kind of relationship, it still lasted. And like quite recently, we've all like found each other again. So that's really, really, really good. That's really good. Like with Annelie, I see her quite regularly now. So we've got like a really great relationship. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
After all these years.
After all these years, that's right. Because, well, with a lady, you can't just think about the age, etc., But nevertheless, honestly, we all know that if you are a woman going or a girl going into Italy in the 90s, and now we are in 2023. Then,
Exactly.
well, then we can add a compliment to you. How great you are looking. Okay.
Well, I'm still here.
I have a Greek fan, Georgios Malikoutis, and he is really keen in following a lot of you girls. And he asked, is there any song maybe in particular that you do remember the lyrics from the 90s and you could just sing just a few lines or maybe just a part of the refrain? What's dear to your heart from the 90s? Could you sing something?
Yeah, sure. It depends what you want to hear. I love Send Me an Angel, Send Me an Angel, right now.
Oh my gosh. Applause. This is so great. Yeah, this is so great. And well, next time I will bring the Send Me an Angel to the studio and to play that one also. Because I think also the Luna song, the You and I, which we played just now, I think it's lovely. And if people do not remember that one, shame on them maybe. But now, of course, the 90s are also hot. In the 90s were not so special maybe for some people, too commercial or whatever. But now, living in our times, the 90s are really, really something special. And that's why the Eurodance Vibes label is so important. It's so important.
Exactly. Bringing all that back, it's like just so, and it all sounds so current. I mean, it's like 30 years ago, but I mean, it sounds so current. I mean, if you listen to it, it just sounds like it could have been done, right now. So that's a good thing about the 90s. It's never going to be lost, as it just keeps coming back.
Yeah. So let's go now to what's important for us tonight, the déjà vu. I have written down for a fact that, because I didn't know, of course, I can't know anything or everything, but the LA project, the LA is from Stefano Fussi, but Stefano Fussi has a nickname, Leners, and that's why the L of the LA project, and the Andrea Garavin is the other one, and that's the LA. So that's what but how did you come together to create this song, and how does it travel? Did it travel to EurodanceVibes.com?
Okay. Well, I was just looking for them to call me. This is just one of those things where they just called me. I think they called me. It was Andrea that called me because he wanted that real, vibe, that real 90s vibe. And he asked me because he knows that's what I did and still do. So, but he wanted something that sounded very, very true to what people were doing like 30 years ago. So he called me. I loved it. Well, I was called by my manager. I loved the song, and and I actually recorded it. We weren't even together when we recorded it. We have a studio here in Brescia. I was in my studio and he was in his studio. So we did it like via Zoom or something, which is like really interesting because like I'm, with my headphones on, he's telling me, do this again. So that was really, really interesting. And then, I was actually quite surprised when I got a call from Mark and Annalie telling me that it was coming out. They were releasing the song. Yes. So I mean, I didn't even know much about it. I was like, oh, and then they started telling me about the cover and we're going to release it, and it's all very exciting. I was like, oh my god, wow, this is amazing, And so I really didn't know that much about it. They were just doing it all behind the scenes. Brilliant.
Not behind your back, but behind the scenes.
No, not at all. No, they're always filling me in, always telling me we're doing this.
Yeah.
But just got everything done. Done.
And I can speak from experience. They are such a nice bunch of people, a good team. They are responsible also for the Fun song that we released on Iventi Dazzurro label, Iventi Records. And now Edwin is here on behalf of the EurodanceVibes.com because, this is what I meant. There's a lovely bunch of people creating something beautiful. Because the label, EurodanceVibes.com, is not a big label, but it's with Fanatici. It's with the one and only Annalie Gordon. So what could you wish for more? And
exactly. And I think that is what's important now, because we've been in this business a long time. So when you've been doing this a long time, you're in a position to pick and choose what you do.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it anymore because we all do different stuff as well every day. So we can now choose what makes us happy and work with who we want to make us happy. And I think that's the most important thing now, So we're doing it now for fun more than anything, more than, oh my God, I've got to sell this, because we don't have to, Yes. So that's what's important now. And Annalie and Mark and Edwin, brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. On behalf of them, I say thank you. Okay, I suggest we're going to listen to the original version of the song, because next week I'm planning to play the Pirmaut, the Nunzio and the Mauri version, because they are lovely new friends in the scene, not only for the 80s, but also from the 90s style. And I think it's nice to listen to the original version, and then we come back to you again.
Cool.
And I want to have your feedback, of course, of the Deja Vu. And because it's very new, it's not out yet. Of course, we're going to have jingles and shouts in between, okay? Okay, let's have a go. Here is the newest single, and you are one of the first to listen to that one. The LA project featuring Sandy Chambers, the Deja Vu on the EurodanceVibes.com record label. And my gosh, when you hear Sandy singing, you are really going under her spell. It's beautiful and really the 90s sound as you could wish for here at Radio Stad Den Haag and Iventi Dazzurro.
972 Stad Den Haag.
Feeling confidence, you show up, make a joke. You haven't changed at all. You say hi like I never left that time and step into the dance floor. Blink an eye. Is it now? Was it then? Is this happening again? I'm a true, I'm a
che bomba! Che bomba, eh? Oh, can I have another applause? A round of applause for Sandy. But also, of course, for the whole team, because it's you that is really so beautifully singing, but the team also deserves a lot of attention. And
great song, great.
And a big, I take a bow also for Mark Hoogkamer, the remark, in this case the 90s touch. And Edwin here present in the studio, I told you, and Annalie as a, well, not a leading lady, but she's so important for all of us. It's really something special. And you know what? When we are listening to the song like this, it could have been born in the 90s. This is so beautiful.
Exactly, because I was listening to it now, and I mean, after having listened to Breakdown and Luna, I mean, it really sounds just like the same thing.
Yes.
It sounds like, it doesn't sound like it's like 30 years later.
Yeah. So I think
it's a good production.
I think, looking at your face, you are happy with the result, right?
I am really, really, really happy, really pleased.
Yeah.
I'm very proud too.
Okay, let's hope that you are going to be invited in a lot of venues and clubs and stages.
I hope so. Actually, I'd look forward to singing it maybe this summer, who knows where. But I really would. I'd love to.
Yeah,
love to sing it.
We know from some guys like Leon in Madrid, there is a big stage for the 90s where Annalie was performing and Natalie was performing. So maybe they will invite you as well, because I know for a fact that Eurodance Vibes is really not finished yet. They have so many plans, and I hope that the listeners maybe get also the goosebumps for... I want to say something. Just reveal something that also Talisa is coming back.
Okay.
Talisa is coming back. Yeah, so... I told you, the girls are strong.
Exactly, That is so true. That is so. The girls are strong.
The girl power, also including Natalie. She's coming also to this EurodanceVibes.com.
Right,
Sandy, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, but also on behalf of all the listeners, to be present with us for this Monday night. I'm going to also, I know it's a little bit of bad luck in Italy, but excuse me if I do.
Okay.
You are going to have your birthday next week.
Oh my God, how do you know that? How do you know that? It's right, that is right. I don't know whether to be happy or sad. I'm not really sure.
Tantissimi auguri. Allora, tantissimi auguri. Happy birthday. Well, maybe like a weather forecast, I know for sure that it was going to be a wonderful birthday. I'm also needing...
That's really nice, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you also Letizia Pignanoli, because we thank her as well. Grazie Letizia for all the efforts and the mailing, etc., because behind...
And the patience that Letizia has, patience.
It's true. It's really true, because now I can say also, like you did, behind the scenes we have had some movements, etc.
Right.
That's why I'm triple having the pleasure of having you here tonight in the Iventi d'Azzurro show.
Thank you.
Would you say something to the fans as a last thing? Not the last, that sounds so dramatic, but for this moment, would you want to express your feelings towards the fans and the listeners and viewers of this radio station? Please go ahead.
Yes. I want to say it was a pleasure for me tonight. It really was. It's been a really, really long day, but this was just like a really, really nice close to the day, to talk to you and to talk to all of the fans who are out there listening and who support us, like who've been supporting for the last 30 years. That means so much. It really does. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, applause for Sandy Chambers. Una buona sera veramente.
Thank you.
Alla prossima, possiamo dire alla prossima, ok?
Of course you can. Take care.
Ok, bacioni, ciao.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. And for the fans, of course, I can tell you that if you want to pre-order your copy of the CD single, you can do it at EurodanceVibes.com. EurodanceVibes.com. It's not for sale at the moment, but you can pre-order your copy, of course. And then, of course, and that's... It's already almost... Oh, you have to be fast. And it's with each and every copy. Edwin, is with each and every copy the cartolina, the signed one. There's a signed one with Sandy, the autograph. Oh, okay. Maybe. Okay, let's.
You gotta be quick. Get quick.
Yeah, that's maybe it's another motive to be fast for the fans, to be moving fast for this copy. Grazie. Ciao, Sandy.
Thank you.
Un bacione grande. Ciao.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Okay, let's move on with the music. And this is not Italian style, like the Luna song. This is Time record label for the, well, in those days already called the Eurobeat sounds, but it's beautifully with the voice of Ken Laszlo, with Gianni Corraini. And I'm happy to play that one because we are in a happy mood for the presence of Sandy, and it's all right to be happy, correct? So stay with us tonight, yeah!
Sometimes I wonder you be mine.
What a wonderful song with the voice of Ken Laszlo under the name of Maltese. And it's all right. 1991, just at the dawn of the career of singing of Sandy Chambers. Oh my God, what a lovely woman she is. I'm so happy that we have become friends via the radio and of course via that wonderful music family of girls, including also, of course, the masterships of Mark Hoogkamer and Edwin Horenweg for the EurodanceVibes.com. I suggest you go to that website. This could have been EurodanceVibes.com because the team responsible for so many tracks of Annalie Gordon on the Eurodance Vibes is also responsible for the new Fun Fun song that we released just a couple of months ago. And my God, it's still a success. It's really a big one, and I hope that you will enjoy this one because Edwin is in the studio right now and he was co-responsible for this track. So please enjoy the No More Tears Fun Fun. I am still with this track, because it took us very, very long to prepare it all. And, still with the permission of X Energy Records, Alvaro Ugolini and Dario Raimondi, the wonderful from the famous label, also where Sandy Chambers were singing for, we could have the pleasure of having this one on Iventi Records, and it still is huge and giving me satisfaction 100%. I have seen also Roberto in the live chat, and he said, well, compliments to us all regarding the music. Also Peter Valjebæk, the DJ from Sweden, is there, and Ziv Barber I have seen, Elroy, so many others already. And I thought, well, Roberto, I'm going to dedicate this one to you, because you have so many compliments each and every edition of Iventi d'Azzurro and all the other shows on Radio Stad Den Haag. This is Robert Lloyd, Sometimes, 1984.
Hey, I know for certain
one on the Gong record label. And well, from the moment that I purchased this one in 1984, it has been quite badly pressed in the beginning of the song. So I'm sorry for that. It sounded like an open fire, right? Nevertheless, it's an aged vinyl, and sometimes it's not so very important to listen to some cracks. Never. You say also from elderly people, when they get older, the more interesting the faces are going to look like. We are nearly there for the Milano Undiscovered 2023 with Fred Ventura. We're nearly there, so I'm going to, just as warming up, play this one on Time Records. The Fred Ventura, It's My Time. Yeah, okay, it's going to be your time, Federico. It's going to be your time. I'm going to play this one first. And, you know, in those days, when the Eurobeat was selling good, it was already, from the beginning, the first month or so, 3,000 copies, why not? So it's something that is now nearly impossible to think about for a 12-inch maxi single. Nevertheless, in those days it has been more usual, and then later on in the highlights and the high days of the Eurobeat selling in Japan, like the Lolita song, I remember, 1 million copies. Can you imagine 1 million copies for a Eurobeat song? But it happened also to Farina with the King Kong and the Jungle Girls.
I'm here on my own, between my bedroom walls. The windows are closed, winter's blowing on the road. You're so far away, I wish you were here today. I'll never forget the things you told me last time, the things you told me there. I want to collect those memories inside my head. It's your time, free your mind. There's a place
and will be a pleasure to have this vinyl on the turntable. And of course, Federico moved on because with his own words, he said so many times, as an artist, you can't hang on too long of the things that you have done in the past, and you have to move on as an artist. A painter is not going to paint the same thing again and again, over and over again. So please, I hope that you understand that Federico is not going to make another Eurobeat song in the same style. Maybe in a different style, in a different approach. But you can't expect from an artist to have, let's say, the style copied for the future. Nevertheless, there are always some projects worthwhile having a new approach, and like Federico did for the Milano Undiscovered 2023 album. The launch party has been last Saturday from 4 p.m. until I think it was about 8 in the evening, to be present in the Music Planet record shop by Alberto La Ruffa. There were drinks, there were so many happy things happening, and Roberto Turati was DJing over there. And of course, Federico, as the man himself behind the project, was moving around, sometimes even singing along. If you watch the Facebook posts that were there, made by, well, for example, Mauri Pirotta, you can see Federico going around and singing. Also Nunzia, the companion of Roberto Turati, was filming and having these wonderful things like photographs to remember the wonderful afternoon. It has been great, really great. And the project itself, it's really interesting. So just to pick some of the tracks, it's very hard, so it needs more attention also next week. And then maybe it's a good idea to have Federico in the Skype if possible. But nevertheless, also next week, there are the guys in the studio from On Wine. So there is something to explain about that company called On Wine. I'm not going to say that we are going to drink a lot of wine in the studio. Well, maybe we are drinking some wine. It could be possible to have a sip of their wonderful wines. And, well, they're going to explain anyway why they are doing what they are doing. And there is some new stuff going around, some new ideas, some new projects. That's for next week. And maybe we can combine that one with a toast and a cheers to Federico with the Skype connection. Let's hope that we can make this, and Federico is still available then for the Monday night with Iventi d'Azzurro. First, we go to Atelier Folie, because these friends are so well known to a lot of people. Rago and Farina, you know them. And they have this Planet X in a new version, also on the vinyl. And I love it. I hope that you do. It's really something special. And the album is out now, so we won't have to jingle it. Just listen to that one. And then after, we're going to play another track from this wonderful album, Milano Undiscovered 2023. Find that one on the internet and purchase your copy. Moretti, but I have no time to eat my pizza. But okay, what's more important is the music, because that's why we have an appointment on the Monday night to have the music presented to you, the Made in Italy sound. Sometimes we have a reason to have something else, but nevertheless, tonight it's the Made in Italy 99%, and the next one is with Federico himself. So the project name is quite special, Through 12, featuring Fred Ventura, and This Love is the title of the track in the Monohan remix. So you're going to listen to that one, and I'm going to have another slice of my pizza. un triangolo della mia pizza. Enjoy the music. Radio Stad Den Haag, Iventi d'Azzurro. Just in time. I made it. Yeah, Federico! Well, we are enthusiastic about the voice of Sandy Chambers. And, well, for me, I have listened. I am a bit prejudiced maybe, but I've listened also to the new Annalie Gordon coming up. Breakthrough. It's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. And her voice is epic. It's really outstanding. So I'm so proud that we know these girls, well, you know, a little bit closer. And when I saw the images and the footage of the Music Planet shop, and I saw Roberto Turati playing the Numa maxi single of Iventi label, can you imagine Turati using the Iventi records? But the My Lover was of course pressed on the vinyl of Iventi d'Azzurro, and the Numa also. And he played Asia, the Closer. Oh Oh, and I got the goosebumps. Really, I got it again. Listening to this song, it will always be something special. Thank you, Nuncio Marzoli, and thank you, Mauri Pirota and AFM, for this wonderful track with the voice of Asia. It's magic here at Radio Stad and Haag Iventi d'Azzurro on the vinyl of Iventi d'Azzurro.
To be over. Closer.
Oh my gosh, such a beautiful one. Oh. Complimenti, auguri. And so far with the show for paying attention to Music Planet. And remember also Freedom Street Radio, Free Zone, the Friday night, 9 o'clock with Alberto La Rufa, Danny Knight, and Paolo Russi. And also was there last Friday, Francesco. It has been a wonderful show.
Every
the dollar sign 1986 with the Computer Soul. Already in the 80s, of course, there were some huge, heavy computers, because even I started to work with some easy programs, and then when you want to save the things that you did, you need to record it on an audio cassette. Can you remember that one? With the Commodore, I think it was already prepared, and then you have to record your things, your stuff on an audio cassette. My God, it has been wonderful if you look back now to those days. And then, of course, admiration for the guys responsible for these kinds of songs, and the future brain, like we know from Dan Harrow, Tom Hooker, Roberto Torati again. Well, speaking of the big names, I can already reveal something to you, that the big name is coming back again to the Iventi record label, because we finished the project for Aleph. Aleph is coming back, but of course we are working ahead, so you have to wait for some months for really actually having the vinyl in your hand. But well, let's honor Giancarlo Pasquini and also Alberto Contini for creating this beautiful track that we're going to play for you under the name of Valentina. Oh, what a wonderful, beautiful Italian name. Valentina. Wasting my time. Well, I'm not wasting my time over here at the radio station. 1992. Listen to this. Oh my God, maybe you missed it because you thought it was nothing for you what they created back then for the Far East. Well, enjoy this one. ABC Records. Waste my time.
Time
kind of pizza is this? It's lovely. It's lovely. Thank you, Andrea. I'm finishing. I'm so sorry, but really, this is my evening meal, you know? When I'm traveling here from my home to the radio studio, I haven't had my dinner, my supper. So I need to have something in my stomach, of course, and then it's Italian food in the radio station over here, and I'm very happy and thankful. But I'm still enjoying. Also enjoying the music, and what do you think about this one? It's from the home of X Energy Records in Rome. Sounds nice, the home in Rome. This is the Extreme record label, and Leon Pronk from Madrid said to me, Marcello, what a wonderful track. It's a bomba. Do you remember this one? And I said, yeah, I have this one. So I took a picture and I sent him the picture via WhatsApp. And he said, it took his breath away that I had really, actually, this copy. And because we have the dance fans also assembled here in the radio, still in the live chat, I thought, okay, this is an extra dance gift. Not only to Georgios, because he's a wonderful and dear friend, but also to all the other ones having the wonderful memories of the 90s. This is 94, October 94. M-System, keep right now.
Come in like a ship,
veel gesopen. Nee hoor, ik heb niet zoveel Moretti op. Sterker nog, mijn eerste blikje is nog niet eens leeg. The M-System and Keep Right Now. But we have played for you the Sunday night version. Well, it has been appropriate maybe to play this one yesterday night. Okay, with a big kiss to Gwen because she has to get up very early tomorrow morning and have a busy day. So I really accept it and I agree. But nevertheless, big kiss. And well, you missed some great tunes, including this one. It's a friend. A good friend of Federico di Bonaventura, Fred Ventura. Well, who's not? Because Federico is a wonderful guy. And he has so many friends from the 80s already. And Bob Salton is one of them. It's really his name, Bob Salton. It's Star Night. Night. Predictable, isn't it? On the Blood record label via Rio Discotto. live chat. If you want to purchase this one via Discogs on the internet, you can have this one for a tenner with his words. So that's not too much money. It's really valuable to have this one in your collection because it's really old and 1982. Can you imagine? This is 41 years old already. We go to Laura Skopinic, and that has been the wife of Franco Skopinic. And when she died, I think it was 2018, if I'm correct, he was devastated. Well, we all were shocked, of course. But under the name of Venise, for a Super Radio record label, she also recorded songs. And, well, this one, the Oasis, is now on the computer because of our friends in the live chats, because it's a wonderful idea and a lovely idea to have this one also played in memory of Franco. But this is, like I said, Laura, under the name of Venise, the deceased wife of Franco. wasn't the best of the singers made in Italy, so to speak. Well, it's a difficult situation over there in Mestre because it's near Trieste, etc., etc. It's near the Slovenian border. So, like Skopinic, it's not really like an Italian name, right? It's a bit peculiar already. A bit, yeah. It's a bit different already. I need to say something more about the dates of the birthdays that we still have. And I'm using now a vinyl. Usually, Michiel is very keen in having an instrumental ready for me. Now I'm going to have this one. And I purchased this one with Discos Record, at Discos Record, I need to say, Fort de Kreek. It's always very nice to be there and to have a coffee and a chat, and there is always something to discover. I told you before, if you go there, thousands of vinyl are there, and so many of those Italo Disco vinyls. You can find so many titles, and just the other week they have had new titles, really, really, really beautiful, and icons, I can say. Some of them, well, they go away fast, but there still is so much to find. And he is on Facebook also with the Show Your Vinyl, very, well, you know, accurate to show what people had found, also on his own pages. So it's something, it's not near to your door maybe, but it's worthwhile having a trip just down Rotterdam to go to Strijen and then to the Discos Record shop. Highly recommendable. The birthdays, the 28th, so last week on Tuesday it was Ray Mazola and Vincent van den Berg, Aguri. The 29th, it has been the birthday for Hans van den Akker, Peter Schoenmaker, yes, the old guy, Peter Schoenmaker, and Alan Smith, the guy, well, we have been connected because of the music a long time ago already. The same counts for MC Klapwijk for the Eurobeat, and we have also the connection with the Shima sounds, you know, with Jimmy Torque, and we have so many good moments together with the Shima. I hope we can repeat those moments again very soon. Stefano Ghilardi was having his birthday, and Bruno Capezzuto and Yori Olli. Happy birthday to you. Francesca Castaldi and Vincent Siciliano were having their birthdays on the 30th and the 31st. Krista Mikulski, yes, from Zix Mikulski, and Marcel Velders, the brother of. The 1st of April, he's in the live chat. Aguri again, happy birthday once again. Oscar Ozzy Gauweleo, Linda Jorizzo, Davide Romani, yes, the big one behind Change, Massimo Lench, and of course it has been the day that we should have said goodbye to Franco Skopinic. The 2nd day of April, yesterday, was the birthday for Martin Blix. Also, it has been the birthday of Casanova. Did you remember that one? If you go to the pages of Maurizio Agosti on Facebook, you can see him dressed up as Casanova. Really something special. 1725, so it's 200 years ago. And, well, today, the birthday of Paul Berghuizen. If you speak of a fan from the first hours, it's not only Frank, Frank Beckers, but also Paul Berghuizen today having his birthday, and Riccardo Bioschi and Johnny. We go to Greece. Johnny Papagiannis, Aguri, happy birthday to you all. And I hope I didn't forget somebody important for our music friend circle. You have listened to the instrumental version of Caroline by the group name of Skill. Well, I hope that you like our skills. We are not going to finish yet. The last one will be an Italian one, Tommaso Paradiso. And it's a wonderful sing-along pop single, made in Italy, you can imagine. But first we go to the Over record label because, well, you know, we have had this attention for the dance made in Italy from the 90s. Well, this is what I'm going to play to you now. A song from 95. It's a bit of an... Well, I'm not sure, but can I say it? Not so well chosen artist name. Because if you think you're going to establish yourself with Max Mad featuring KS or XS 25, it's too much, it's too difficult. So the Don't Let Me Down, that's a better title, of course, but maybe they should have stuck to the Max Mad. Basta. That would have been better, maybe. Nevertheless, it's a wonderful song that I'm going to present to you now, because, you know, Made in Italy is near to our hearts, including the dance Made in Italy. This is going to sound... Going back to 95. Of course, that's obligatory. And wonderful to sing along with. And then the dick, 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 dick. You can predict it already. Predict, dick, 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 dick. Predict, dick, 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 dick. Max Mad featuring KS25. Don't Let Me Down on the Over record label. Summer 1995. told you, it's like the horseback riding, right? We love it, we love it. No, I don't. I won't let you down, really. Lovely girl singing for this wonderful project on Over Records 95. Of course, I respect the fact that a lot of you need to go to bed for having a working day tomorrow. So we have one vinyl to go, dedicated to Music Planet, Alberto La Rufa, and the guys of the team, including Danny Knight and Paolo Rossi and Francesco over there in the Free Zone at Friday night in Freedom Street Radio. Because last Friday, they spoke about a lot of things, but also about the Weather Girls and Martha Wash. And we all know the big volume singer, like the 2 Tons of Fun. Do you remember those? Well, Martha has been, of course, a backing vocalist on this project. And seeing that we have still the birthday of Radio Stad Den Haag to celebrate in November with Paul Parker live on stage, I thought, well, maybe the connection between Freedom Street Radio, Free Zone in particular, the program with Alberto La Rufa, and the crew with Danny and Paolo and Francesco, I need to say something about this connection that we feel, well, connected in music and in friendship. And, well, they had talked about Martha Wash, but now I'm going to play Sylvester, where she is the backing vocalist. So that's why I chose this one as a big icon for Radio Stad Den Haag. We play this track so often, really, really we did. So I hope you enjoy this one also in my show. Here is the music by Sylvester.
You know, I saw it coming. Baby, you've got me humming. One look, and I gave you my heart. I knew there was an attraction. I watched for your reaction. It took just a second to start. Ooh, baby, don't stop.
by Sylvester with the backing vocals of Martha Wash. But, well, Alberto La Rufa in the live chat at the moment under the name of Music Planet, the name of his record shop. He was so pleased. It's one of his favorite tracks by Sylvester. By Jove. In the 80s we thought, well, should this has been your neighbor and then shouting, singing so loud, would you be happy living next door? Well, I think he became so famous, I think people could have been proud to be a neighbor of this phenomena, of this really great artist, which of course, who sadly died much too young, much too early. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Well, the last song that I'm going to use is the one by Tommaso Paradiso, and it's a beautiful track. It's really something special to end with, and you know why we always kept this one for the last? Because YouTube could cut off this track because because of the rights. It's we think it's promotion to play this track for you, like so many others. But nevertheless, it could be blurred, and that's why it's better to have it on the end than in the middle of the show. I promise you, we come back. I told you before, Maurizio and I preparing a show full of canzone italiana, like we did before with Eddie Pareggio a long time ago. More than 500 shows we did for the canzone italiana in the end of the 80s, in the 90s. But Maurizio and I have prepared something beautiful, and we're going to record a show like that, and then we're going to publish that one on Facebook. Not on the YouTube channel, but on Facebook. So now you know that you are going to expect a lot of beautiful tracks also in the Italian language. Michiel, thank you so much for the technical support as ever. And of course, Maurizio for the advices and the support as ever. You are invaluable. Andrea, for your wonderful friendship. And he's at home now, I think. Edwin Horeweg. Mark Hoogkamer for the wonderful input that we got from you. Letizia Pignanoli for having this wonderful contact, and because of the interview that we could have with Sandy Chambers. She's a beautiful, wonderful, inspiring lady with an incredible voice. And saying, of course, hello and a big kiss to Annalie Gordon. Well, I told you, we go back now to the Italian language with Tommaso Paradiso. And it's Viaggio intorno al sole. That means you have to go to the travel to the inside of the sun. And it's beautiful start. It's not something that it's because of us. This is how it starts. Maybe you thought he's really drunk, this Marcello.
No, I'm not. I'm ready. And I didn't have any balloons. No, I didn't.
Cosa dobbiamo fare se il cielo è minaccioso? Non possiamo controllare tutto quello che succede, i progetti che facciamo vengono spazzati, e quando ci sei tu scattano le parole, mi gira la testa, vado in confusione, spacchi la faccia, caccia attorno al sole, viaggio attorno al sole, scrivo una canzone, mi scappia la festa, ballo sulle scale, piango sotto la doccia, fuori la rivoluzione, la rivoluzione. Cosa dobbiamo fare se pensieri della sera non ci fanno addormentare? Non possiamo controllare le correnti e le tempeste che ci fanno naufragare, e quando ci sei tu scaldo le parole, mi gira la testa, vado in confusione, mi spacchi la faccia, viaggio attorno al sole, viaggio attorno al sole, scrivo una canzone, mi scappia la festa, ballo sulle scale, piango sotto la doccia, fuori la rivoluzione, la rivoluzione, con i gomiti che si toccano, con le spine che si uniscono, tu muoviti, muoviti,
Dat was die hele video van deze Italianen die je net voorbij hoorde walsen. Dames en heren, dit was het weer. Iventi d'Azzurro hier op de maandagavond op deze mooie, prachtige dag. De 3e april van het jaar 2023 hebben we ervan kunnen genieten. Maar wat is er nog meer op dit fantastische, leuke radiostation? Want wij, dames en heren, morgenavond is hij ijzerwederdienende waarschijnlijk alweer aanwezig. Ja, hij heeft het me gezegd. Hij zegt, Giel, ik ben er weer op zeker. Dus morgenavond vanaf 8 uur kan je weer inschakelen voor Herman van Velzen in het Wijntje Plaatje Praatje. Of de Stad Super 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ik denk niet dat Edward erbij is, maar dat is hij nog wel aan het proberen. Maar die heeft natuurlijk een heel eind gefietst. Die is allemaal van Denemarken naar Den Haag gefietst. Hij is naar Denemarken eerst gewoon normaal gegaan. En toen van Denemarken op de fiets naar Den Haag. Dus morgen Herman van Velsen. Woensdagavond hebben wij André den Hartog in zijn Stad Classics. En op de donderdagavond is de remix van Harold Zwaardman. Freaky Friday Night op de vrijdag. En zaterdag is er een lekkere zaterdag vanaf 8 uur. Met Ingrid Elting met All You Can Dance. En natuurlijk daarna hebben we dan Lex van Koeverde met een uurtje in de mix. En ook Johan Wiegman, oftewel Johan van der Velde. Die sluit dat dan helemaal af. Voor de rest komen we dan natuurlijk op de zondag terecht. En dan ga ik even kort vertellen. Wat hebben we zondag natuurlijk? 5-7, doucheco, je douche. Vol met disco. Met daarin een hitlijst uit 1984. We gaan week 14 met je doornemen. Nou jongens, wel rusten voor zometeen. En wat mij betreft, tot morgen, 8 uur.
Every Sunday evening, 8 p.m. Central European Time, we spin those old school dance hits, Italo disco and high energy from the 80s. www.radiostaddenhaag.nl. Live with your requests. Go to our website, click the box and mail us your request. Radio Stad Den Haag. Every Sunday live.
Iedere zondag tussen 5 en 7 Michiel van der Brugge in Doucheco. Met natuurlijk een terugblik naar de Haagse flitsende 50 uit de 80s. Jouw douche vol met disco. Elke zondag tussen 5 en 7 op Radio Stad.